Greetings all. Today we are heading to the Valley of Fire State Park. Fire! Heading to the Valley of Fire State Park. I've come up this way on my way to Utah several times and have passed by this exit to the Valley of Fire, but have always been pressed for time and not able to take this scenic route. So this time I'm doing it. We're going to kind of take this scenic route and see what this looks like. I've seen pictures of the Valley of Fire, and it looks like a pretty neat place. So we're going to check it out. I hope you'll come along with me. We're not going to stop here. We're just going to keep on going. Boy, that's a busy gas station right now. Now, if you stay on this road long enough, you'll also get to Lake Mead. I assume at some point, I don't know if I'll have to come back this way, or if if there'll be kind of a loop I can take. I'm hoping there'll be a loop, and it'll loop me back to Interstate 15. Anyway, Valley of Fire State Park. Let's see what this is all about. You'll have to pardon. Oh, it's 11 miles. 11 miles. And entrance fee required. That's okay. You have to pardon me. I was kind of quiet there for a second because there's a fenced area off to my left and you can't see it. And there's just all this garbage over there. But it's not a dump. It's like stuff that's been left around, wrappers and bags and things like that. And it's just a whole field full of them. Like the wind just kind of blew them and they corralled in there with the chain link fences and then now it can't get out. That was weird. All right, so 11 miles to go, a little bit less than that now, and let's see what this place is all about. Now, I always turn my headlights on roads like this because there are numerous maniacs on the road these days, and they will, they'll pass on these two-lane roads like this, and really, there's nowhere out here you would need to be in a hurry to get to. This is like vacation stuff out here. It's travel stuff. It's a state park, Lake Mead. I mean, there's no offices out here. There's no places where people would need to go to work, other than maybe the rangers. So I just don't get why people kind of rush through all of these beautiful nature settings, these state parks and national parks. I just don't get it. But people are always in a rush and a hurry to get everywhere. So I leave my lights on because I don't want to get in a head-on collision. I figure every little bit to help make my car visible is a good thing. So that's what I try to do. Well, that's my public service announcement for this video. All right, I think we got about 6 more miles to go. All right, I want to turn the video on here just in case there's a great view up over this hill here. Sometimes you get those surprisingly really good views. It's okay. Not what I was expecting. I've never been here before, so I don't know if we're going to come around a corner and there's going to be the Valley of Fire. I just don't know how it's going to be. So I'm trying to anticipate that. I sure love roads like this, though, going through the rolling hills. And there were dips back a little ways ago. I love that stuff. Well, we're getting closer. Okay, we have entered the Valley of Fire State Park. So I think the next couple of corners here, we'll see some of the rock formations that helped it earn its name. Beautiful drive. It's a nice 70 degrees today. On the last day of March. And again, I was thinking about, it's hard to believe in a couple days I'll be where it's snowing. Because it's starting to warm up down here in Nevada. Utah, where I will be the day after tomorrow, it's going to be a bit on the chilly side. Might even get some snow, or at least some snow showers. So this is about, I'd say maybe an hour out of Vegas when all is said and done. About an hour. I forgot to clock it. Oh yeah, now off to my left there's this ridge here that you cannot see, but we're going to be heading down in this little canyon here. It's going to be neat. Hopefully it'll show up really well on the video. I hope the phone casing is not rattling too much. I apologize if that's happening. I'm still kind of new to this dash cam stuff. And I know sometimes when I've done this in the past, it'll rattle. But I don't hear anything rattling. It's something that just picks up on the phone itself, on the camera. So it's hard to be able to tell whether it's going on or not. So hopefully that's not happening. If it is, oh well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Oh, this is pretty. All right, so now we're heading to that this little canyon I was telling you about. Little caves over here on the side of the road, kind of up the hill a little bit there. They're not like, they're just holes in the rocks and stuff. They might go in a little bit, but they're not major caves or anything like that. One of them looked like it was pretty good size, but we're not talking about caverns or anything like that. Just so you know. Now there are a few hikes you can do in this area. Here we got some signage. Some tourists laying on the sign. What are they doing? Now people like to get the pictures of the sign, you know. I get that, I've done that before. Alright, I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, there we go. There's the Valley of Fire. Now we're talking. Okay, I'm gonna have to pay here. There is an entrance fee. We'll see how much that is. Oh well, that answers my question. I was gonna ask if they accepted the National Park Pass. They do not. Well, that saves me from having to ask that question. All right, I'm gonna pay this here. Micro Mini needs to hurry up. Let's go. Now I know, right after I just talked about how you don't need to be in a hurry. But at the same time, I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes either. That kind of reminds me of, like, you ever go to the movie theaters and you're trying to, well, of course now, so this would be like years ago. You ever go like years ago before you could buy your tickets online and have your seats picked out and stuff like that? Did you ever go and you're standing in line at the ticket office and then there's someone in front of you, you're just like, you need to go so you can, your movie's about to start. And they're asking all these questions. It's almost like the person in front of you is like they've never been. It's like they've never been to the movies before. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, so they got going. This person's going a little faster. I'm gonna pay cash for this. Looks like it's 15 bucks because I'm a non-Nevada vehicle. Charging more for us. Oh well.
Hi, welcome to Valley Fire. Are you a resident of Nevada?
No.
All right, so it's $15. By chance, you wouldn't have to have 5 with this, I can give you back a 10.
I don't, unfortunately, yeah. Thank you.
All right, take this to the driver's side windshield and 5 is your change.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Oh, can you get to the... Is there another entrance that take you back to the 15 if you go straight through this way?
If you're headed towards Utah,
Yeah.
you want to go out the east entrance.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right. We are set now. No drones. It's okay. I don't have a drone. No drones for me. Oh, my seatbelt thing's gonna bug me now. Okay. Heat danger today. Not really. I think they probably have a sign that they add. Because it's only 70 degrees. All right, let's see what we can find here. I love that red rock. You might say it looks like fire here at the old Valley of Fire. Oh, that's cool. If you're a Nevada resident, it's only 10 bucks. So if you're from out of state, it's going to be 15. That's okay. It's all right. There's a place to stop up here, see if we can get some other pictures and stuff. Perfect. So right here are the beehives. That's what they call these rock formations. All the different layers there on them. And you can come and climb on these things. No restrictions. So you got some people climbing on them over here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and there's a few trails you can take, and you just gotta follow their basic rules. Don't disturb any wildlife, and no vandalism of the rocks or anything like that, which is kind of a no-brainer, but you never know these days. You gotta kind of say these things. People do some pretty weird things these days. Yeah, beautiful place. All right, beehives up. Okay, came out of the beehive area. Then off to the right, you might see a little bit of fencing there. It looks like they're building a visitor center or something. Which I'm kind of surprised they didn't have one. Maybe they did have one, and they redid the whole thing, refurbished the whole thing. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of little offshoots, different places you can go on the gravel roads. I don't really want to take my car on the gravel roads this time. But yeah, there's different trails and hikes you can do. Or you could just stick to the drive that takes you right through here, and then they'll take you all the way through to the east entrance. So if you're on your way to Utah, like I am, you don't have to backtrack. Or if you're coming from Utah down towards Vegas and California, then you can take the east entrance and exit through the west entrance. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the big famous part of the park is up ahead here, where I saw pictures of it. It's what inspired me to want to come visit here, some of these pictures that I had seen. And so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Hopefully it'll turn out really good. Alrighty, so now we are heading to what I think will be the highlight of the video today, the highlight of the tour. This is White Domes Road, and this looks like we're gonna see stuff like I've seen pictures of on the internet, where they make all the postcards and stuff. It's gonna be from this spot. Now if you come here in the summer, of course I'm here in the spring, and it's nice, it's 75 degrees, but you're still gonna want your water, keep yourself hydrated. But in the summer, it's gonna get like 90s and to the hundreds here. So, you're gonna want to make sure you are protecting yourself from the sun and from sunburns and stuff like that, and that you have plenty of water. Or you just come during this time of year like I did. This is the time to come. I don't think I'd want to be out here in the summer, to be honest with you. But I get it. That's all the time. Sometimes that's all the time people have. But yeah, in the summer it's going to be real hot out here. But boy, it sure is a beautiful place. And I love driving roads like this. These curvy, windy roads. Let's see what we got here over this hill here. Oh yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Boy, if I had been here as a kid, I just would have loved to climb over all this stuff. That sign there said this road is subject to flash flood. So, of course, if you're here during the rainy season in the winter, you could run into trouble there. The spring might be a really good time to come. This might be the best time. It's not overly crowded, but there are other people around. There is a visitor center right at close to the start of this road here, this White Domes Road. Has a little bit of history there. Found out that this is Nevada's first state park. I did not know that. And so, as you've probably been able to see, there's little picnic areas, there's day use areas, and little trails off different routes to the side. Some gravel roads. I haven't been wanting to take my car on the gravel roads. They looked a little bit, they probably are fine, but I'd probably rather have a truck for something like that. Not my compact car. But yeah, lots of different trails and hikes you can take. And of course you can climb all over these rocks, as long as you're safe about it. Definitely worth a trip out if you're traveling in Nevada along the 15 freeway. It's only a little bit out of the way. Not too bad. Here we got some more people on these rocks here. The rocks appear to be changing color. I wonder if that's why they're the white domes, because they're a little bit lighter. The Rainbow Vista trails up here. I think that's like a mile-long hike, I think. Boy, the scenery here is just amazing. There was nowhere to park in that last spot. That's okay. You can see plenty just from the drive. Let's see what's over this way. But yeah, you could come here and not even get out of your car if you didn't want to. So fun for all ages, that's what I would say. Beautiful place. All right, there's a pretty good view. Wanted you to be able to see that. And then we'll head down this other road here. You gotta drive a little ways, and there's a couple other sites back the other direction, but I decided to come back down this way. You know what's helping the weather today is there's a nice breeze. It's 75 degrees with a light breeze. That's not bad at all. White domes are actually down here. Even here in a state park, there's a guy riding my tail right now. I can't believe it. Why are you tailgating me? I can't go any faster. shot of those domers. There's actually quite a few more people here than I thought there were. But you only really notice that when you get close to these little stopping areas. When you're just out driving on the road, it doesn't seem that bad. But still, it's probably a lot less busy than other times of the year. Or maybe not. Probably not. Stay on road. Sounds like a plan. I think I'll stay on the road. Everybody, that was the Valley of Fire State Park here in the lovely state of Nevada, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's about an hour and a half out of Las Vegas, about, well, I'd say 35 miles from Mesquite, Nevada. You know, so in between Las Vegas and Mesquite, you're going to find the turnoff to Valley of Fire. And if you ever in the area, this is definitely a must stop. I think you would really enjoy it. Fun for the whole family. Well, hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.